Hey, welcome back, guys. So today on this video, we are talking about Google search ads, and more specifically, I'm going to quickly answer a question I keep getting a lot on my other video, and that is, how do you use Google ads to get more patients for a plastic surgery clinic? So let's go ahead and talk about this. First off, guys, real quick video, not too many steps involved, so be sure to stick around to the end of the video. But why would you want to use Google search ads to get more patients in your plastic surgery clinic anyways? Well, that's pretty easy. If you're running a clinic or any type of business for that matter, it's important to keep the leads coming in. Whatever the case is, it's a pretty easy process. It's handled here in your Google Ads account. Check my video description. I'll try to leave all the written information there. But I've already opened up my Google Ads, and this is the home screen. So before I go any further, I want to let you know there's a couple of different ways you can do this. I'm just going to show you how I normally look for local customers. So for me, the best way to get new clients for a plastic surgery clinic are going to be based off of the city, zip code, and local area that people are searching in. So first off, what you're going to do is here on the left, you're going to click on Create. After that, you're going to go ahead and click on Campaign. We're going to create a completely new campaign. Okay, next, Google Ads is going to ask you what type of objective. So for a plastic surgery clinic, I'm usually going to go for leads because we're trying to get people to either call, stop by, or fill out a request form. You could also use a local store visit or website traffic, but generally leads is going to be the best one. That way your sales team can gather their information and get them on the phone. So I'm going to click here. After that, you're going to be able to add your phone number in, so that way Google's going to be able to track the calls that go to your business. Don't worry too much about this. Go ahead and click on Continue. Okay, next you're going to have to choose what type of campaign. So you can use display, performance max, demand gen, video. So personally, I like to use search. So let me click here. And now they're asking how I want to reach my goal. So usually I'm going to do phone calls. You can enter your phone number there if you want. For the purpose of this video, I'm not going to enter a phone number, but this is something you definitely want to do because sometimes when people are searching for a plastic surgery clinic, they're going to want to call and talk to somebody right away. So you want to be sure to have your number there. For me, I'm going to do website visits. And then for the website visit, I'm going to put in the business website. This will just be the typical main URL. Okay, I'm going to click on Continue. Okay, now I'm going to name this campaign. So let's just say Plastic Surgery Los Angeles area. Okay, continue. Okay, here is what we're going to focus on. So I'm going to go for conversions. So that way someone's going to fill out the form or they're going to give us a call. Okay, I'm going to click on next. Okay, so this is really important on the networks. So you can leave it on Search Partners Network. I don't like to do that, so I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to turn off the display network as well because I only want my ads to be showing up on Google search. Okay, now I'm going to scroll down, and then this is really important. So for this particular test campaign, we are targeting the Los Angeles area. So we definitely want to go ahead and change this. We don't want to target US, Canada, US, just because we don't want someone who's looking in Florida for a plastic surgeon to click or see our ads because it's going to cost us money and has nothing to do with our particular clinic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on location options, and I'm not going to do presence or interest. I'm going to do presence because if somebody's going to be vacationing in Los Angeles, I don't want to show up in their search ads. So presence, people in or regular in your locations. And then what we're going to do is right here, enter another location. And here I'll generally enter in the metro area. So for example, if you're in Dallas, you want to do Dallas Metro. If you're running ads like this in Los Angeles, we're going to do Los Angeles Metro. Okay, you can see Los Angeles Metro, 32 million people. So this is going to cover all the surrounding counties as well. So for a plastic surgery clinic, it's not really unheard of for people to travel to a good clinic. So I'm okay with showing the ads outside of the Los Angeles county. But if somebody's searching in Portland, Oregon, the likelihood of them traveling to Los Angeles is pretty slim. There are people who do it, but it's a smaller percentage of people. So I'm going to use Nielsen DMA Los Angeles. Okay, now I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to leave it at English. If you maybe have Spanish speaking people, or you have a high customer count of other languages, you can add that in here. Audience segments, I don't really do this for this particular targeting on a plastic surgery clinic. These are not really that relevant. Next here, you're going to see more settings. You definitely want to click on this. Okay, so on ad rotation, I'm generally going to go ahead and leave it here because Google's going to understand which one of our ads are working the best, and it's going to continue showing that one more often than the other ads. If you want to rotate all the ads indefinitely, you can go ahead and change this. Basically, you're going to have more control over this, so that way you can watch your campaign and see if one is performing better, and then you can turn off the other campaign. Another important more settings is going to be the ad schedule. So by default, it's going to be running all day. So if you only have salespeople willing to answer the phone during, let's say, Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, you want to go ahead and restrict your ads during that hour, because if somebody's up at 3 o'clock in the morning and they are ready to make a buying decision about plastic surgery, a lot of times they want to call and talk to somebody, and if nobody's there to call, you just wasted that click. So I'm going to click here on ad schedule. Okay, and I'm going to change all days. Let's just do Monday through Friday, and we'll do, let's say, 9 a.m. until, if you're open until 6, I might do maybe 5:30. So that way, if somebody calls in, your staff isn't going to be rushed to get off the phone with them. Okay, and and I'm going to click on next. Okay, so this I normally leave off AI Max. So I've never actually tested it, but one thing I don't like about this is with this turned on, they can help you show up on more relevant searches. That's going to be up to them on a relevant search. So if we're going after plastic surgery, I don't want to show up for something that they feel is relevant, but I might not feel is relevant. So I like to have more control over it. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that off, and I'm going to click on next. Okay, so Google has this where they can go ahead and help you set up your ads. I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to click on skip down here at the bottom. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and start setting up their ad groups. So for plastic surgery, I'm usually going to target based on a location. So in Los Angeles, there's a list of, I don't know, maybe 300 different surrounding city areas. So what I would normally do is I would take keywords, and then with each one of those keywords, I would target into an area. So plastic surgery clinic in Burbank, plastic surgery clinic in Calabasas. And in each one of those ad groups, it's going to go to a specific landing page on my website. So on my website, I'm going to have a website dedicated just to Burbank, California. And in that landing page, it's going to go over nose jobs in Burbank. It's also going to do maybe hair transplants in Burbank, and all of those keywords, hair transplant in Burbank, nose job in Burbank, plastic surgery clinic in Burbank, it's all going to go to that one landing page. So I'm going to go ahead and add in these keywords. So first off, nose job clinic in Burbank, and I'm going to click enter. Hair transplant in Burbank, surgery clinic in Burbank. Okay. And then here is the final URL. So again, this is going to be the website, and then you're going to have a specific landing page about Burbank plastic surgery. And then up here on the top, I'm going to change this ad group. So click on the pencil, Burbank plastic surgery. Okay. So just to kind of map this out, we're going to have the campaign, which is for our plastic surgery clinic. And then under the campaign, we're going to have individual ad groups. Each ad group is going to be targeted towards a specific city and a specific zip code. So this way, if somebody types in nose job clinic in Burbank, our ad's going to show up and it's going to bring them directly to this web page. And then on that web page, it's going to talk about nose jobs and hair transplant and plastic surgery clinic in Burbank. So that way it feels like it's tailored directly to whatever there is that they're searching in the area that they're searching. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll down. Okay, here we're going to go ahead and add the display path. So we would usually type in something like Burbank plastic surgery. Okay, now we're going to scroll down, and then we're going to go ahead and add a headline. You definitely want to go ahead and try to fill this out as much as possible, because what's going to happen is Google's going to go ahead and rotate these. So they have a couple of suggestions right here. I'm going to go ahead and use these just for the purpose of this video. So let me go ahead and add these in. Headline 1. And now if we scroll up, we can see kind of what the ad is going to look like. So this looks pretty good. So we're going to scroll down, and now we're going to work on the descriptions. So plastic surgery, Burbank, the best service ever. Call today for a quote. And then here is another description that they're going to rotate in and out. Celebrities love us for plastic surgery. Okay, now we're going to scroll down. Okay, now we can go ahead and add an image if you want. I'm not going to do that right at this moment. Business name and logos, site links. Definitely go ahead and try to fill out the site links, because it's just going to give you more real estate on your ads. And the more real estate that you're taking up, better chance of you getting a click when somebody's searching for your plastic surgery. Okay, so once you filled that out, go ahead and click on save. Okay, so now we have our Burbank plastic surgery ad group. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click on next. Okay, so now it brings me to the budget. So let me go back to ad groups here on the left. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to click here, create an ad group manually. Okay, so now we have Burbank plastic surgery, and we're going to do the same thing here. However, we're going to go ahead and make this, let's go ahead and edit. And instead of ad group 2, we're going to go ahead and add another city. So we'll do Calabasas plastic surgery. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and add in our URL that we created on our website that's specifically for Calabasas. We don't want any mention of Burbank, because this is targeting anyone who's searching for Calabasas. And then in the keywords, we're going to do plastic surgery in Calabasas, nose job clinic in Calabasas. And then also you probably want to go ahead and target the zip code. So do the same thing, nose job clinic in, I'm not sure what the zip code is there. I think it's 91, I don't know, let's just say 434. There are people who will search for Calabasas, but they're also going to sometimes search just in that zip code. And then you're just going to build out this ad group, the same thing that you did for the Burbank plastic surgery. And then you can move on to budget. Okay, so here you can go ahead and set your daily budget. So plastic surgery, you know, if you're running the business, you know that it's a pretty high cost per click, but you can go ahead and average out your daily budget. So, I mean, if you only want to start with $30, you can do that, but it's just going to take a lot longer to get in touch with your customers. So this averages out to about $210 per week. So you're looking at $800 per month. Obviously, if you are running a real business and charging $15,000, $20,000 for these operations, you're probably going to be able to afford more. So you can increase that, but that really depends on whatever it is. If you're just going to test it out, maybe you're going to start with $25 per day, but that's going to take a long time for you to start bringing in customers for your plastic surgery. But once you set this budget, go ahead and click on next. Okay. And next, Google Ads is going to go ahead and skip your ads for any kind of errors. So as you can see right here, Calabasas Plastic Surgery, we didn't add any headlines or descriptions. We'll have to go back and delete that ad group. Also, the timing, we're going to have to adjust that. And then also it's going to kick this one out just because the website that I use is a fake website. So Google Ads is pretty good at picking that up. So let me go ahead and switch over to another screen and then show you the keywords that I would use for each one of your ad groups. Okay, so here are a few keywords that are pretty well searched for plastic surgery clinic. So plastic surgeon in the city name. Also be sure to add in the zip codes. Cosmetic surgery in the city name. Best plastic surgeon in city name. Top cosmetic surgeon in the city name. Board certified plastic surgeon in that city name. Breast augmentation in the name of the city. Tummy tuck in name of the city and zip code. Facelift, rhinoplasty, liposuction, mommy makeover, eyelid surgery, neck lift in that city, chin augmentation in that city, Brazilian butt lift in that city, affordable plastic surgery in that city, plastic surgery before and after. That is, if you have clients that have provided before and after pictures, reconstructive surgery in that city, plastic surgeon near me in name of the city and zip code, and same day plastic surgery consultation. Also, another tip that I might give you is you want to be sure to add in negative keywords, just because sometimes people are going to be searching for a specific plastic surgery clinic. So you want to be sure to gather as many names of clinics in your area and then put those names into the negative keywords, because what will happen is your ads are going to show up for, let's say it's Anthony Plastic Surgeon in Los Angeles. Your ad's going to show up, but you're not Anthony, I am. So they're looking for me specifically, not you. So you want to be sure to add my name in as a negative keyword. So that way, when someone types in Anthony Plastic Surgeon in Los Angeles, you're not going to show up. So there you have it, guys. If you're wondering how to use Google Ads to get more clients for a plastic surgery clinic, that's the easiest way I know how to do it. If you know a better way, be sure to leave a comment below. Let the rest of us know how you did it. Hopefully you found that video useful. If so, click thumbs up or maybe consider subscribing to my channel, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching.